In the heart of the mystical Zogundu kingdom, where the sun dipped into the horizon and painted the sky with hues of crimson and gold, the warriors of the realm stood tall, ready to defend their land against any threat. Among them was a legendary chief warrior named AKUMA, whose prowess in battle was whispered about in awe by the villagers. The Zogundu kingdom was a land of ancient traditions and rich culture, where the people lived in harmony with nature and revered their gods. The kingdom was protected by a series of mystical mountains that shrouded the land in an aura of mystery. The people of Zogundu believed that their gods dwelled within these mountains, guiding and protecting them from harm. AKUMA, the chief warrior, was a man of imposing stature, with muscles chiseled from years of battle and training. His eyes burned with a fierce determination, and his sword arm was strong and deadly. He was feared by his enemies and respected by his people. One day, a messenger arrived in the kingdom bearing news of a rival kingdom's intention to invade Zogundu. The rival kingdom, known as the Kalinga Empire, had been expanding its territories for years, and its armies were known for their ruthlessness. The messenger warned that the Kalinga Empire would not stop until it had conquered all the surrounding kingdoms, including Zogundu. The king of Zogundu, King Okoro, called upon AKUMA and his warriors to prepare for battle. AKUMA, knowing the gravity of the situation, rallied his men and began to strategize. They knew that the Kalinga Empire's army was vast and well-trained, but they also knew that the terrain of Zogundu was in their favor. The warriors of Zogundu spent days preparing for the impending battle. They honed their skills, sharpened their swords, and prayed to their gods for strength and protection. AKUMA, determined to protect his kingdom, led his men with unwavering courage and conviction. As the Kalinga Empire's army approached, the warriors of Zogundu stood ready. The battle was fierce, with swords clashing and war cries echoing through the mountains. AKUMA fought valiantly, taking down enemy soldiers with precision and skill. His men followed his lead, and soon the tide of the battle turned in their favor. The Kalinga Empire's army was pushed back, and their commander, a ruthless warlord named Kofi, was forced to retreat. AKUMA and his warriors pursued the enemy, determined to protect their kingdom at all costs. In the aftermath of the battle, the warriors of Zogundu celebrated their victory. AKUMA was hailed as a hero, and his name became synonymous with bravery and strength. The kingdom breathed a sigh of relief, knowing that they were safe under AKUMA's protection. However, the Kalinga Empire would not give up easily. Kofi, determined to avenge his defeat, began to gather his forces for another attack. AKUMA, aware of the threat, continued to train his men, preparing them for the next battle. The war between Zogundu and the Kalinga Empire raged on for years, with both sides suffering heavy losses. AKUMA and his warriors fought bravely, but the enemy's numbers seemed endless. Just when it seemed that the tide of the war was turning in favor of Zogundu, Kofi launched a surprise attack on the kingdom's capital. AKUMA, caught off guard, rallied his men and fought valiantly to defend the kingdom. In the heat of the battle, he faced off against Kofi, their swords clashing in a fierce duel. AKUMA emerged victorious, striking down Kofi and ending the war. The Zogundu kingdom celebrated its victory, and AKUMA was hailed as a legend. His name became etched in the annals of history, and his bravery inspired generations to come. The kingdom prospered under his protection, and the people lived in peace, knowing that their warriors stood watch over them. And so, the story of AKUMA and the warriors of Zogundu Kingdom was passed down through the ages, a testament to the bravery and strength of those who fought to protect their land and their people.